Previously on Gears.
It is always great to have some beauty in the studio. That's why we keep comfort here. And, well, Daisy's unfortunately not here this afternoon. But great to welcome her back into our new studio for the first time. She wasn't here. We were in the upstairs studio the last time. Of course, she was Janine Mitchell, but now she's Janine Davies and just got married. Congratulations. With her husband, Gary's here as well. Gary, good to see you as well, my friend. Don't think Gary's going to talk too much. We'll swear at each other.
Don't know who Gary is.
Oh, geez, okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. Names all over the place. There we go. Dan, the Janine man. There we go. Okay, I don't know why I was thinking of Gary.
Maybe golf is in your head for some unknown reason. Who knows?
I don't know. Something. We're talking about cars and all of those kind of things.
That's why.
Yes, something could have been. Now, towards the end of January, something very, very exciting has been announced. We'll put it that way because I'm still going to, there's still lots of things there, lots of I's that need to be dotted and T's that need to be crossed. But something very, very exciting happened in the local motor scene in terms of motorcycling and racing, and that was the announcement from GAS, which is a new sporting organization, to try and bring all of circuit racing two wheels together.
Yep, it's going to be a full bike national, which hasn't been done before as far as I'm aware. If it has been done, it was way before I started racing. But yeah, so it's very exciting.
Which, if it does get off the ground, and I think, everyone's probably in negotiation and talking about it, but we're going to leave that aside.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Janine, who's... this is amazing. Besides being the fastest lady on two wheels around Swartkops, Kyalami, and...
Well, I think for now it's definitely Swartkops. I have to definitely look into Kyalami. I think Nicole's she did very well on the Triumph. She's such a great ride on that Triumph. So got my work cut out.
So you got a bit of work to do now. Now, tell us. What were you doing last year? And then, of course, let's get the big announcement for this year. Yes. So tell us what you were doing last year.
Well, last year I was riding for the Yamaha team, and we were part of the brother team Yamaha, which was the first Yamaha. Well, the group to come back into the racing. They were quite out for a couple of years. Yeah. And then we were part of the first team that they came back fully internationals, and it was awesome. I raced the R6. And
it's a hell of a bike then,
it was such a great experience. I managed to beat every single one besides Swartkops of my personal best times on the Yamaha. So it was great. But yeah, last year was fun.
Did you achieve what you wanted to?
I did. I really did. And I even crashed before my wedding day, which everyone said to me, don't do. And then what do? I crashed.
So have you got pictures? Did you have arm in a sling?
Oh, no. Okay, that would have been very entertaining, but no, we didn't. I walked out of there. My bike went over the barrier and got demolished, but it was
How
fine.
did you do that?
I don't actually know. I landed up in Kittilitz and I was
Too excited for the wedding.
I think so.
We'll put it down to that. Yeah, Too excited for the wedding. All right, so now this year we've got this idea, Super GP. Before we get into Janine, what she's going to be doing. Super GP, they've released their own calendar, starts in the middle of March, runs all the way until the end of October. Okay. Yep. Now, we get into what we all know worldwide. We have World Superbikes. Now we're going to have our own form of superbikes.
Yep, that's exactly what they want to do. That's
we had superbikes before.
Yeah.
But now it's a sort of a new sort of opening up the field to everybody.
They're trying to bring it along the same lines of World Superbike overseas and BSB and all the different categories that you get overseas, so that when South African riders, when we get the opportunity to go overseas, it's not such a drastic jump.
Correct.
A lot of the local guys that have been there, besides the likes of Sheridan and them, Sheridan's been there for so many years. He's grasped that whole experience. Yeah. But some of the new guys, they get the chance to go across. They take a couple of months or maybe a couple of races just to get into that whole rhythm and into that whole different type of racing, as well as the bikes. So what's very nice is they're just trying to bring it pretty much level playing field, so that when we get the opportunity to go over there, it's the same bikes, same concept, same time of racing. So, and that's what it does, yeah.
Now, this is what I like to hear. We were talking a little bit about off air. A lot of times I go to watch a race somewhere along the line, and after 5-6 laps or whatever, the race is over. Yeah. Now all of a sudden we got proper GP length races.
Yes, I stand to be corrected. My husband probably knows this better than me, but I think they're going to be doing a 25-minute race. I think
25
laps. Sorry,
Okay.
25 lap. Yeah. So
I mean, and that's what people want to see, because now your physical fitness has to be completely different.
mental, physical.
There we go. The ability to ride the bike, the way the tire wears, etc., etc. All of a sudden, there's a completely different dynamic to what you've been used to.
Yes, as well as, being tactical.
Yeah.
Throughout the race, you now got to think about strategies and taking people. You've got a longer race, so it's not more of a basically like a speed race. So you don't take as often. Now you have to strategize and play it properly.
Now, what are you going to be doing?
Well,
This is now the fun part.
Oh, yes. This is the most exciting thing for me as well, and for my family and everyone. It's actually I'm moving up to the superbike class.
Unbelievable.
So, yes.
1000 cc.
1000 cc. And it is the most amazing bike to ride, I must admit.
So what is it?
I'm riding the BMW.
Whoa!
Yes.
Okay. Hello.
It's not the HP4, but it is.
That was the Marco Melandri bike. Close to it.
Close to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Just to say close.
Okay.
But it is a machine.
Have you seen his girlfriend?
I haven't, I must admit.
You never seen Marco Melandri?
No.
Oh, Dan's seen.
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah.
All right, never mind. Dan and I'll talk about that afterwards. No, never mind that. So you're on the BM, which is
Yes.
fantastic.
I am super excited. I must admit, I actually was a bit worried about wheelies before I got onto the 1000, purely for the fact that I flipped a couple of wheelies, so I was a bit nervous. But now with that 1000, it's amazing. It just lifts up and it comes down so smoothly. It's quite an adrenaline rush, I must admit.
You're
I'm
gonna
tiny.
wear out the rear tire too quickly if you do too many.
Well,
wheelies.
I'm trying not to wheelie, but I'm light. Bike's powerful.
Now this is amazing. I mean, surely you've got the bike. You've been doing a bit of testing, I'm assuming.
Yes, I have. I've been
Okay.
doing a little bit.
And I suppose there's a weight issue in terms of from the 600 to 1,000, which must be quite significant. And then, of course, the power.
Definitely. The power is phenomenal at how different it is, to be honest with you. I actually thought that there wouldn't be such a drastic jump. And to be honest with you, I never thought I'd ever go to 1000 cc in my life. Every time someone said to me, no, you must go ride 1000, I was like, no way. No way. That bike is a jet machine. There's no way I'm ever going to ride it.
But listen, you're bigger than...
Actually, it's so true. My husband just reminded me, when I went to Spain, MSA let us go, the three women, we got to go and be a part of the FIM women training camp, and BMW was the manufacturer that was supporting them, and we were all nervous, and I actually got to test it in Spain, and since Spain my whole mindset changed about 1000. It changed about the bike, it changed everything. And then I came back to South Africa and I was like, that's what I want to do. No more 600, let's go to the big bikes.
See, that's the way to do it. I mean, listen, you're taller than Sheridan.
Yes.
Most people are taller than Sheridan.
Yeah, just a tad.
I mean, everyone. So that means 1000
And
cc. Yeah, I mean, you got to be compact. I mean, to be a motorcycler, I mean, a proper racer, you got to be compact. Look at little Marc Marquez.
Yeah, and strong. That's why I've got hubby over here.
Well, this is it. I mean, there must be a very strong regime now. I mean, to get to this physical fitness kind of level, and also the concentration, because as soon as you start feeling a little bit tired,
oh yeah,
all of a sudden, that's unfortunately where things can become problematic.
That bike will definitely teach
It'll
me
hurt
a
you.
lesson. Yeah, it's not a 600. He's got a mind of its own, that one.
So now the thing about it is, and we spoke about it the last time, it's expensive to go racing. Have you got some good sponsors on board with you? What are we looking for?
Well, unfortunately,
Besides hubby?
I did have a sponsor going through for the season. Unfortunately, they have a bit of problems, so we're just waiting for that one to come back. So I'm still looking, and I think with everything in South Africa, tires are the one thing that I'm looking for, I must admit. But
tires.
Yeah, it's just we go through,
because you guys have to pay for your own tires.
Yes, we do.
Okay, so there's no official tire supplier.
Well, there is a brand that we have to use.
Oh, so you have to use a specific brand.
Yes.
Okay.
If I'm allowed to mention
yes,
the
mention
brand.
it. Mention the brand.
I specifically have to use Pirelli, and that's just the manufacturer that came on for the whole Super GP, and they are being the supportive one. But we still have to buy it from them. They're not sponsoring us as such.
Yeah, and I mean, tires aren't cheap, especially now if you're going to have 25 lap races.
Yes.
You're going to need two front and back.
Two races.
Two races a weekend.
Yep. Well, a day, actually.
A day?
Yeah.
All right. Now, I mean, I don't know the regulations because I haven't read everything about it, but I'm assuming you use the, do you have a qualifying tyre as well? Or do you use the tyre that whatever you start with, that's where you go into the first race?
Well, it's all changed this year. Basically, I think for qualifying, you'll be able to use your qualifying tire, and then race, you'll have to use the one set of tires.
The one set of tires. Okay. So you got 2 races, and that's got to last you
the day.
You got front and rear, but you have 1 rear, I assume, for qualifying.
Yes, that would be for the previous day.
All right, so I mean,
it's 2 sets a weekend, pretty much.
2 sets of tires a weekend is not cheap going. Okay, so we need to put in a call to our good friends at Pirelli. Maybe we have to phone Paolo.
There we go.
And just have a little chat.
Why not?
Come on, get on board with the lovely lady.
To be honest with you, anything in racing, whatever anyone can get involved with, is always such a great help. If it's 1 company or 10 companies or 5 companies that are willing to offer just something.
And just look at her, for goodness sake. Come on, just look at her standing next to her.
Marketing material.
There we go. Standing next to without her helmet on. There we go. Come on. We need some people to get involved as well. Any other girls coming to thousands, or are you the only one?
Well, that is the interesting part. I'm going to be the first, as well as the only lady so far as I'm aware, going to be on the grid for this year and in the thousands. Yep, it's going to be such an awesome challenge.
Time to kick some boys' butts.
Yeah, I'm very excited, I must admit. As long as, I'm extremely nervous, but
no, of course, but I think that's also very important. One has to have that feeling of edge.
Yeah, no, you got to.
So now, who are you up against also in the BMs?
Actually, I'm not too sure because I know the BMs have just moved and they've gone to the regionals.
Oh.
So on the national circuit, I'm actually not too sure. I know the Kawasaki's are going to be strong.
Yeah, but do you...
Oh, yes, in a privateer.
There could be some privateers or whatever. But when this was all announced, Janine, this whole new series, the Super GP, amongst all of your colleagues and competitors and friends or whatever, is there this great excitement that you're going to have your own kind of series, proper extended races, those kind of? Is everyone? I'm not saying everyone's going to be ecstatic because we all know how egomaniacal motorsport is. But I mean, is there this kind of feeling like, wow, let's get bums back on seats, let's get people really excited about watching our bikes again?
From the rider's perspective and from some of the friends that I've spoken to, everyone is very excited and they're so looking forward to what Gas Sports is offering. They've got great vision, they've got great ideas, and now it's just to put that into practice. And I must admit, the first race that's going to come on board is going to be the deciding factor. And I think that it's going to be fantastic for South Africa, and they're going to draw a great crowd. We now move to Sunday as well. We're no longer racing on a Saturday. Well, normally we would race on a Saturday.
Do it the same way Superbike does it.
Exactly. So now it's proper whole Superbike day, or Superbike Sunday, I think it's called. So there's definitely a lot of excitement. Like you said, you get the people that are a bit wary of it, but in general, people are excited.
Okay, now, the thing about, you see, I mean, I think I must get hold of the Gas guys, get them into the studio next week so I can get an idea of where their marketing is. I know that they say they're going to announce a major sponsor, et cetera, hopefully some television deals, those kind of things which they need to come out with as well. Because, Superbike Sunday, most people around the world sit there and Sunday's their motorsport day.
Yes, it's so
They're
true.
watching Superbikes, they're watching MotoGP, they're watching Formula One, they're watching Indy, they're watching NASCAR. All is there. It makes a lot of sense. Why should we in South Africa compete with Super 15 rugby when you got 9 games on in 11 Premier League football games on a Saturday afternoon?
Oh, yes.
Let's go racing on a Sunday. It's a day out for everyone. I think it's a terrific idea, terrific initiative, and we really need to make this work.
Yes, no, they definitely, I must admit, they've got such great ideas. They've even got television on board, so it also helps with sponsors. Their whole thing was also to bring the sponsors exactly what they're looking for. It costs money from all angles. Every motorsport there is in South Africa, be it from cars, from the little go-karts to where we are today for nationals, everyone needs an return on investment for your sponsors, and they just supplying that door. And they've got the televisions on board, they've got, I think, a whole social media thing that they're developing as well. So they're just opening up the doors for creating this amazing Superbike series.
I
which is very
really,
exciting.
well, I think the whole change to Sunday racing, I think is terrific. I mean, your Saturday, yes, will be your quali, or so you will have a Saturday event. You know, you're testing your free practices, etc., etc.
Exactly like Superbike.
Yeah, which then I suppose, as you know, it changes life dramatically, because your Fridays are now, at least you're on your own. Your Friday could be you're traveling to get there, or you could get there on the Saturday morning, where a lot of people had to take days off work, etc., to go racing, because unfortunately that's the harsh reality of the economics that we live in.
It's very true.
So I think that is very, very exciting. I think, you know, this could be a very big step in re-promoting South African motorsport. But on your side, do you have, I mean, you're going into this 1000cc, the only girl, I think the first girl ever to go into Superbikes, South African girl.
Yeah, that's
in national level, I think, which is another outstanding achievement.
Thank you very much.
Have you set, can you set any kinds of goals, not knowing what you're going into?
To be honest with you, for myself is just to finish the season. That's going to be number one goal.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't know what I'm getting myself into. I haven't been able to even race against some of the guys before. I don't know who's going to be competing, you know, because we've got the different categories. We've got Super GP and we've got the Superbike class, where I don't know who's going where at the moment. So for me, it's just going to be to finish and to do my best. And
Now, in terms of the category, the bikes are standard.
Yes.
As standard as
the regulations allow.
As the regulations allow. So they'll have a minimum weight, for example. So if the bike's heavier, you're allowed to take off, you know, 3-4 cylinders, or whatever it is.
Why not? Let's
the
put a bit of
exhaust
nitrous
pipe.
on it. You never know.
You never know what you can do. So all within the regulations, but they are relatively standard superbikes. What you would buy off the shelf, etc., with very small modifications, as opposed to MotoGP, which is a complete prototype.
Yeah. They just try to make it easier for the normal.
More cost effective.
Yeah.
That's the most important. So when you've been testing now, have you gauged yourself in terms of what other superbikes have been doing lap times and how you are progressing?
I would say that I've still got a lot to learn. I do believe that I need to now learn the understanding of concept of riding 1,000. It is a bit different, and I'm not beating my time yet, but I'm also not doing badly. So in comparison to last year, I would have at least been in a good position to finish than what my 600 compared to the 600. So I can definitely move forward.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say that I'm beating my times yet, but I will.
No.
It takes time.
I'm sure we have the confidence that you will. And then, of course, you're up against a whole lot of unknown in terms of different kinds of riders. You may know them, but you've never really raced against them. So, I mean, we're in for quite a lot of fun.
I'm excited to have, like, chasing the different group. You know, now the 600 group was a lot of youngsters.
Yes.
And your whole mentality is also different. I'm excited to race against a bit of an older group. There's a mixture of the masters. Some of the masters might come through. I'm not too sure if they're all. But it's going to be a different challenge. It's going to be exciting to see who pushes who out of the corner.
I think I really am. I must say I'm very excited for you. I really hope this series, and next week I'm going to get, most probably get hold of Stephen Watson, get him in here.
Yeah.
All the guys from Gas, find out and nail it down and say, okay, according to their schedule, March the 16th.
Yes,
which
the
is
15th, 16th will be the first national. Yes.
Which is terrific. So, and it's at Pakisa.
Yes, that is correct.
Go up there, watch a bit of qualifying.
Yeah.
Early morning F1 qualifying, then watch the qualifying at the track. Wake up early, watch the race.
Yes.
Go to Pakisa and enjoy a whole day of Super GP motorcycling. I think it's brilliant.
Thank you. It's going to be very exciting.
Well, listen, it's great to see you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Really, really wish you well.
Thank you very much.
We'll definitely, I think maybe after the first race, hopefully, on your way back to Joburg or whatever, come in and tell us what it was like.
I will definitely. One other thing, though, if I could quickly just mention, I've also got a Little Miss Academy going on for women only. And that's happening on the 8th of March.
8th of March, there we go.
So, basically, I just, it's just I'm creating opportunity for women and riders to come and ride and learn and come get training done from us. So
I've got all the details here. I'm going to retweet it and Facebook it as well. It's an International Women's Day on the racetrack, the 8th of March.
Yes.
It's going to be at the Red Star Raceway. It's from 8 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon.
And it's free.
And it's all free. And, we have a lot of lady racers who, or lady riders
Yes.
who listen to the show. So hopefully they'll all come out there. It's a great facility as well.
Thank you.
All of the details over here. It's going to be yourself, Nicole van Aswegen, Lo Marie Grobbelaar, and of course loads more. The 3 races.
Yep. The 3 national girls will be there helping out wherever we can. And it's something that the women sometimes feel intimidated going to a track day when there's 1,000, or maybe not 1,000, but then when there's men around. So I've just created an environment, and it's a track day where they can come and just all be on the same level.
If I come wearing a wig,
we won't tell anyone, okay?
But then will you teach me how to?
I've got scooters as well.
The last time I was on a scooter, I ripped all my ligaments.
Oh, okay.
So maybe I need a proper motorcycle. You know what I mean?
We've got them. We'll give you a wig.
Have
and
it got
some
training wheels?
I'll have to arrange
on
that.
your big BMW.
We'll make a plan just for you, Sasha. I'll make a plan.
Fantastic. Janine, Dan,
thank you.
Guys, thanks so much. We're going to try and get you in touch with the guys at Pirelli. You never know, maybe they'll be able to help you out. We hope you get some great sponsors on board. We wish you a terrific season, and we'll definitely be following your progress all the way through.
And thank you so much for letting me come and chat to you. It was great.
No, my pleasure. My pleasure. There we go. Janine Davies, who's going to be racing Super GP Superbikes. It's going to be fantastic. I'll post up all of the details of the first event, which of course is the Ladies' Day at Red Star. And then next week, we'll definitely get the guys from GAS to come and give us a full understanding of what exactly is going on and how you can get involved and go enjoy a Superbike Sunday, South African style. I think that is going to be very pleasurable.
Gears on balls.co.za.
Weekdays 1 p.m. to 3 p.m.